Hey, what's up? Welcome to live.besttechy.net, the place where we talk tech, answer your tech questions, and everything technology related. Today is a pretty cool day. I want to talk about a new search engine called Cuil. Cuil.com. Cuil. Now, this search engine was developed by founded by two guys who actually worked for Google. I think actually one's a woman, but besides the fact. Anyway, they developed a search engine called Cuil, and it's supposed to take on Google. Now, the chances of that happening right now are slim to none. Now, but let's talk about it a little. Let's think this through. Cuil comes out. They're a day old, right? What do they have to bring to the table? Well, first off, Cuil has to bring to the table a lot of things. And they do bring a few things. They bring a very large index of sites. How relevant are these sites to the search results? Well, right now, they're okay. In fact, I went through it this morning. I was messing with it all morning, and to be quite frank with you, like if I do a search term for like iPod marketing or best webcam, which are things that I'm up on the top for Google on, there's like no search results. It says sorry, your search cannot be found, and that's no good. So to me, that's a turnoff right now. But understand this. They are only a day old right now. They were founded in 2005, but they just came out today. They're no longer in beta, so to speak, I guess. It doesn't even say beta on their website, I don't think. But besides that, they have interesting ways that they present themselves. They're not through traditional search engine and such that Google, the way they list their results, they actually break it up into columns. You can have a 2-column or a 3-column list, and it gives you a little bit more of a description than Google does, which is pretty neat. Just reading the chat right now, but they give you a little bit more of a description than Google does in terms of how long where it talks about what the site is all about. They also provide an image. Now, the problem with the images, I searched Best Techie and it came up with an image saying Microsoft Certified System Engineer right next to besttechy.net, which last I checked, I'm not, but I would gladly, I would take that certificate. Anyway, I think they need to get the images straightened out. Nonetheless, when you search for something such as like New York or something of that nature, it actually breaks up into categories. Across the top, you'll notice something like a category. It doesn't do this for every search. It does this for more generalized searches. And it actually breaks it down, and the relevance of those categories are actually pretty decent. So I give them props for that. They do a good job breaking it up for more generalized searches in terms of categories. Like if you search New York or France, it'll break it up into different things. Now, when more of the specialized searches come into play, Google has them beat, no hands down. Very much so. At least, but remember, they're only a day old. Now, the question I want to bring up is, do these guys really present a threat? There's no way of knowing right now. They've been out for a day. Obviously, people were interested as they had to shut down the servers for a little bit. Not shut them down, but like turn off the searching because they were getting hammered. Did they present? They very well may present a threat in the future. If they can, and remember, Google can always refine some of their searching techniques. Not their techniques, but the way they present results. That's not a problem. They already have the search down. They've been working on it for over a decade now. Meanwhile, these guys have been doing it for what, a day? In terms of real people actually searching it, like not just people inside the company, but people outside beta testers, outside developers. So this is really the test. Now, they raised like $33 million, by the way, in funding. It's pretty interesting. It's slow right now. It's slow. But that's because of the heavy usage, and I'm sure they'll have to work on the load balancing and whatnot to get that figured out. But my question is, will they present the threat? Will people actually find them? And if they find my review right now, are they going to be searching Google to find it, or are they going to be searching Cuil to find it? And that'll be interesting to see, because I'm curious. When I post this on my blog, I want to see how many people, when they're searching for a review on Cuil, go through Google and find my review other than if they were searching some other search engine, maybe Cuil itself, looking for a review. And I'm also interested to see how fast they pick up new web pages. Sure, they have a large index now, but how fast are they going to pick up a newly published blog posts, so to speak? Like Google, if once you ping their servers, There are bots out there and it's going to pick it up. I want to see how fast these guys can pick up a search result. A search page, a new web page out on the web, a new blog post, so to speak. So I'm curious to see. These guys have potential, definitely have potential. Are they there yet? Obviously not. Google wasn't there yet when they first started either. They've been fine-tuning their search engine for over a decade now. So there's no way you can compare it. Although you have to remember, Google is such a brand on the web today. They are so big that it is almost impossible to... Yeah, it's not. I want to say it's impossible, but it's going to be very tough to catch them. Even Yahoo. If there's anyone who has a chance right now, it's going to be Yahoo. Maybe Live. And those are the other two big companies out there for searching. So Yahoo has a chance, especially with their new Boss thing, which I want to talk about at a later date. Boss is pretty neat, which allows basically people to use the Yahoo search engine to create their own search engine. We'll talk about that later, though. Anyway, back to Cuil. I don't know. Leave your comment. I'm interested to see what you guys think about Cuil. Check it out, cuil.com. They have potential. They do. Whether they're not there yet, but they have potential. And I don't. But there are certain things that people use Google for. Google has established such a brand on the web. Google is now synonymous almost with searching the web. Google it, you know? They're in the dictionary for that type of thing. I don't know. It's going to be really tough. These guys did work at Google. Does that mean anything? It means they were able to raise money. Does it mean that they're going to be successful? No, doesn't mean that. Does it mean that they know what they're doing? They probably know what they're doing. But it's going to be very, very tough to catch up. Yahoo was around before Google was, and they can't catch up right now. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a good thing. It's going to be interesting to watch, and they do present some very interesting things to the table. And I'm going to keep an eye on Google, as should you. So let me know what you think. Leave us some comments. Of course, this has been live.besttech.net, the place where we talk tech and answer all of your tech questions. I hope to have the write-up in the blog shortly, and until next time, we'll see you. By the way, I don't mean to stop in the middle, well, in the end. But by the way, we're always live. Even if I'm not live, by the way, we always have the live chat room, and that's at live.besttech.net. So you can come by, say hi, and chat with us. By the way, we have the free support forums at besttech.net/forums, and hope to see you there. We'll get all your questions answered there as well. So, last time, for real, I'm really going this time. We'll see you next time.